Oops, okay, I forgot about this. Hi! Hello! Wow, stretchy, stretchy. Oops! Let's see. Oh! Oh! But did I just have a previous stream on? Yes, I do. Let me check really quick where. But did I just have a previous stream on? Yes, I do. Let me check really quick where. But did I just have a previous stream on? Yes, I do. Let me check really quick. Here we go. Much better. Yeah. Okay, good, good, good. Let me see. I'm sorry. Let me just start this really, really quickly. Ah. My favorite spidervtuber. Hi! Oh, I'm not that EP. Okay, I am very EP. Sorry, I'm still getting the social media stuff done. Just saying. Ooh-ah. Sorry. Alright, let me just start, I guess. Wait, what? Why did you unselect the strong? Oh, right, because the last fight was limited, right? And that makes much more sense. I forgot about that. We can also now actually put people like into things. Wait, what? Ah, office rep, right? Hi, taking armor. Hope you had a good day. If not, the day is about to get better. I really want the fucking Valencia ID, but I don't have it. That's the sad part. I think I'm going to slay the shit out of the nurse father soon. But first, literally, ooh, I don't know. I don't want to get ID spoiled, so I'm just going to ignore the ID's existence and use this one, which is the Ishmael ID, I guess. And then we slay the nurse fathers. And then we should be super fine. Finally, Steam was revived. Yes! I am so very sorry for that. It just took a while. I don't know why, I just legitimately, like, it was too hot the last week. Meanwhile, Heathcliff's team. Bloody hell, what's up with these kids? They're showing out of nowhere. Oh, they look very hungry on knees. How's my day, cutie? My day is warm, it's warm. It's very warm. How should I know? But judging by the get-up, they seem like escort fellas, yeah, true. And things were going so well. We could have taken all with those Fedora guys who were rummaging around the place earlier, you know? But no, you just had to go barking at them first. Would have saved us a lot of trouble if you hadn't. Right? Oi, so it's my fault. These bastards looked like they were nicking stuff. There's our contract area in it. I want to go with something important. We've been the one catching hell. Listen, bud. Not everyone's itching to swipe the hair coupons into their pockets. It's winter here at 30C. Jesus Christ, what do you mean it's winter here at 30C? That doesn't compute in my brain. Okay. Listen, bud, not everyone is itching to swipe the hair coupon. How many months are you gonna milk that? Hey, forever, Heathcliff. Excuse me? Yeah, you got a problem too, mate. Not at all. Just wondering whether or not the gentleman over there is also one of our enemies. Hmm? Is that the end of your true performance? Oh, hey, shit, it's Bamboo-Headed Kim. Shame, I was really enjoying watching you folks dance. Might have mistaken the place for the Beach Blossom Land of Legends. Had there been a cup of fine Mongioli to go with it. Right on. That's an animal, right? Here's the name tag though. I think it's LCD. Well, LCD or whatever. Who gives a toss? I must put up with the bastards having a dig at me. Oh dear. Such bold swings. Didn't even know I said on-court performance. Ha! Hey, you slippery little rat. Well, I don't find this amusing enough, but if you intend to play with me, you ought to be more aware of your surroundings. Hey, behind you, there's... Wow, he looked like dope-wearing people just with a single strike. Damn. Say, that about covers the price of admittance for a troop circus, wouldn't you? Well then, I'll leave the rest to you folks. Thundering blades and Muram tails never linger on the stage for long, after all. Shit, he is so weird. Oh wait, what do you have to going? God damn it. Bamboo-Headed Kim is such a weirdo. He has a pretty, like, wry smile, though. True. South Africa wins black. South Africa, damn. Really? A friend of mine is moving back to SA. Kinda has to. Which is not very good. Because they're in New Zealand right now. But they didn't get a green card. Oh, it's one of those motherfuckers. Okay. What is avulsion? I think I need to know this. Gain 2 bleed for every stake. Every stake gain +1 bleed count. Oh, okay. So it's not poison 2. Wait, the music is fucking amazing though. They are level 50? I don't know. I think so. I think I might have fucked up deployment order. Oops. I don't know why they are level 50. I mean, no, they can't be. They must be level 60, or rather, this fight is still giving me the level 60 warning. I think I should check what their actual combat level is instead of their overall level, because overall level doesn't mean anything. Wait, right, like this. Assist defense, haste, poise. Oh, okay. So it's like this season's Shishun. Basically. Probably just a lot better than that. Yeah, I think I did that the wrong way around. Oops. Gimmick is dying. No, I mean the wrong way around, because usually the way this works is that she kills the people on a specific order, and they want to kill them the other way around because I wanted nurse fathers to die so that she kills somebody else too, but she didn't do that, so I put them on the wrong department order. That's just me, like, thinking about the implication of what just happened. Up to the pack! Here we go. I believe Ishmael got the ID though for the girl. I forgot the name. For funny business. Worried the mental assault. No, I'm not going to. I don't think using mental. Oh right, mental assault. I was thinking about Honglu. I should use mental assault, but I wasn't. Ah. Ah. If it said if okay. And that's because he has ego. Yeah, right. If you have ego, you get more stuff. I will use that next time then. I should probably do that. Level 50, yeah, I guess. Are we hallucinating? I don't know. It's about combat levels on the skills, much more than the actual level though, and I didn't check combat levels. If combat levels have the same combat level than my units, then the levels hardly matter. Those are random mods. True! Let's kill them. What, the chase level 50s? No, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I'm going to check. Level 50, yeah, and okay. They made it easier. What do you mean they made it easier? Oh man, they've nerfed it already. Why? Was this like in hard intervallo or something again? Never mind, actually, don't tell me. But this fight, I don't see why they would make it easier. This wasn't exactly hard. Cook in Switzerland in winter. Yeah, you are. Switzerland is much colder. So let me get it straight, dude was here just a minute ago. Nobody knows where they wandered off to. Yeah, Block just stood out of nowhere, flapped his gums, and did a run-up before we could grab him. Sigh. Ezra let a long-distance sigh, as though she was getting sick and tired of Kim complaining about Kim. Lady Ezra, I cannot say your frustrations misplaced, yet I trust you are also aware that more often than not, mental sections have carried profound design. He has never left his post without purpose so far. No, I get it, okay? But come on, would it kill him to give us a heads up before he goes for zooming us again? I am so confused. It's not like we'd stop him. What we are going to do, tie him up, lock him up in the closet? We don't have it in our team, right? Remember last time? We all thought he was being a good patient, sleeping it off in the recovery ward. But no! When the LCE got infiltrated, he snuck out without telling anyone and came back like nothing happened. And Julie didn't even cheer him out for that. Lady Ezra, that's... I don't know, is Engdu, like, exasperated or actually defending him? Like, is she actually, like, unbelievably in love, or is she, like, really mad? Oops, we wasn't supposed to mention that, was I? Then the reason he failed to participate in the operation was simply because the LCD was lax in supervising its personnel, and is that what you were suggesting? Lady Moses bade us to hold our tongue for this very reason. She knew full well when this attention would be misunderstood in precisely such a manner. What part of this have I understood? Did you not just disclose that a man deserted his post without authorization? That's the thing! He wasn't just wandering around, he was outside all alone, taking down the ring out of mannequins who'd locked down the elevator that leads into the LCE department. Is the Uto but I don't know what that means, brother! Yeah, it's not like he was dealing with the strongest enemy out there, but the recovery ward didn't have an emergency alarm, and nobody from the department was there to warn him either. He just somehow caught on and did the job himself. Oh, huh. Heard it's all thanks to him. The facilities team managed to get the comms back and contact the LCE head chief dude way faster. And that helped LCA to actually deploy. They would have been dead for another hour or two if he hadn't stepped in, apparently. She glazes him, but also just so basically she's fucking utterly in love. Her love language is like tsundere teasing with excessive hero worship. And then finally, even though he was still fully recovered, she came back looking like he'd been processed through a meat grinder. So yeah, he did end up staying in the bed like a good patient, in a lot of pain. That the soldier is not entirely deserving of reproach. No, he's less talking or doing type, I guess. Anyway, we were all stuck inside the building back during the incident, so fine, I suppose they went on helping it. Today, though, never mind. It's always like this with him. He just slips back and pops back in, saying it's done. My point is, what happens if one day one of those missions doesn't go this way, and he just drops dead in the street somewhere? How are we supposed to help him then? I don't know. Engdu feels like she's actually means half. She does! Right now, he's not here to hear it. Actually, how does he even know what's supposed to be done in the first place when nobody gave him instructions? Bloke's gotta be relying on his gut feeling, innit? Gut feeling. Look, I only saw the bloke for a bit. I can't say he got him all figured out. He's an annoying bastard, but he didn't strike me as some clueless sod who doesn't know where he's stepping. Mercer comes out as bisexual at the end of this. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, to me, he's already my bisexual prince. Hi, elite guy on YouTube. Hang on, having this Kanto moment and running off to get personal development. True. He with the scratches chin kept telling us for stating an obvious fact. Today is proven enough, he's not one of us, so Clockhead couldn't have reached him from that far and sent him to back us up. And there's no way he just happened to run under us when we were about to get in a battle in it. Even more importantly, he said he doesn't want to fight them, so he just one-shots them. No, that doesn't work. Then, well, it could be the blockers got some stupidly sharp head on him and pieced trees together. Could be that. But I got these moments when I get flesh of the god feeling, whatever you want to call it. My boss, Matthew, said he could hear that kind of shit too. Said I can hear the gears turning, or I can hear rats scurrying about. You do the things you couldn't make heads or tails of. Listen, there was this one time where he was expecting a life and death fight. Matthew says you can hear them gears turn. Was it random pubs that's throwing big drinks and like he'd lost his own bloody mind? That does sound like someone who lost his bloody mind. Back then when I was on the ship, some sailors used to drink like barrel dry before battling whales to blunt the fear. Only stumbled around and they could fall apart. Yeah, a boss could knock it back like a whale. Still, the point is getting plastered right before a turf war. It's not the most sane people call a good idea. It is all cross, so we went stumbling after them. And guess what? Turns out that pub was the secret hideout where the opposing syndicate was holed up. They were crowding around the gaffer, running their mouths about how they'd kill him and put an end to the dead rabbits. That's when he came along storming and had them surrounded instead. None is the real bamboo-headed kills, just as the fake. Make the bamboo Kevin was the friend we made along the way. Funny. The single, I'm going away. We've been bloody every last bastard and busted you to play out that way. Sorry, but it really sounds like bastard brain to me. You sure it wasn't just a coincidence? I should think it was no mere chance. If you are saying as much, then surely this would be one of many such coincidences also. Yeah, every time Matthew pulled one of these stunts, our lot ended going up bigger. Index member! Bamboo-headed Cam is an index member! And so was Matthew. Well, what if BHK is a fucking index member, and he just got a press script, and he has a standing order to just not talk about it? So that's why he just knows what to do, because the index tells him, because it's the, you know, voice of the city. Yo, am I cooking? Don't answer this. Don't answer this, by the way, please. But I think I'm cooking. I'm thinking that Bamboo-head, that kid might be an index member. That sounds like index to me. It's like an overall elite instinctive sense of experience-based precognition, regulatory and unconscious process by which information accumulated subconscious sorted as converted into sensible conclusions. There have been some extremely rare cases in which Chief Foster demonstrated the ability to arrive at coherent conclusion that surprised even first. On further analysis, it would appear that he was applying mechanisms similar to the Sixth Sense, or something call it. Yes! Yes. That does go true. Is a compliment or from a me? Though my mentor does not see fit to explain each step he takes when he all passes often find he has no footfall of his was taken away. You will answer by going to recite the Don Quixote tile, and I forgot. Lamao. I would ask if you were going to put a little time and wait. Keep waiting, and the shape of his intent may yet become clear. Though I confess I also have been concerned about the mass of light, he recent silence is far heavier than what I've noticed in the past. Oh wait. Don Quixote's begun hesitated, then stopped herself to say more. She only gave a quiet nod. Lamau? Okay. Yeah, okay, I suppose the team has their own reasons for letting him be. That said, don't mean I'm happy about it. Let us return to task at hand, and do what we can for now. Fine. At the air, that's quiet down. I finally had room to notice the place we found ourselves in. There was a single ray of light, so the deeper tube pressing in from every side. I can't believe we have been chatting about a way in the darkness this whole time. Fellas, and the red lights aren't having it all, especially with my aging eyes. Oh yeah, we're looking for light switch right here. And then right then, don't turn on the lights! I had Mercer's clipped warning. His voice come from a corner I didn't expect to find. Mercer, where are you? Ah, there he is. In the corner. Is he wearing something? I'm developing a film room manager. Exposed to light might ruin the entire world. Please exercise caution. Is that a Mercer reference? That's literally Mercer, so yes. I saw one of these with blade linear synchronize so many different damage with SS3 when it's on. Fair enough. Don Creel, cause like we means woo in French. Get it? Haha. Oh, fair enough. And actually wandered into Inaba and started pushing people into TV Limao. Yield at the Adachi said a second so we can yield the rain event game. Yield at the Adachi intersection so we can yield the mind of Margaret boss fight. No, I didn't think you know how to print photographs, pal. What's that for, anyway? No, I've never seen this reference coming. La dum, time to see us. Blah blah blah. Hello, my queen and chat. Hope you had a good fun stream. Come some joy. Thank you. Yes, I'm claiming the joy of the intersection. Which. I'm sorry, I just think the year that the intersection joke is the best joke I've ever seen. And BHK's voice actor announcer. I didn't see this yet. Actually, isn't this fighting Heathcliff to start a shadow fight, basically? I mean, if you really want to say that, you could say that, yes. I'm furrowing my eyebrows at you. I hope you notice my model is doing this furrow thing right now. If you really want to say this, you could, I suppose. You expressed the wish to have the development I'm carrying out that instructions. I see. Wow, Mersault, you are, once again, just doing things. It's a spider, I just realized that. Yes, it is a spider only. Ah, where's my leggies? Show me my legs. I have spider legs too. I need to wait for my model to release though. A photo early first in our darkroom. This may be not more than a conjecture, but it would not be unreasonable to suppose that the axis of distortion rests upon a photographer. The film serial numbers either match those found in the photo studio or deviate by only one single digit. It's certain that this darkroom is the studio in some way. But since he doesn't speak in Intervallo, sadly, as per usual for the first run of an Intervallo. That's fair. I'm not pulling for it though. I'm waiting for Valpipi. And then I can always just buy him there, you know. There was a special resemblance to these photographs, but I also believe this building and the photo studio shared a strong connection. Oh? Oh? I bought some from the photo studio. I cannot name the location in the picture with certainty, yet they all appear to have taken various places and then comes to strict buildings mostly. Hey, wait, I know what these are. People taking pictures like they're when they're supplying stuff to that department store. Correct, the photos must have been taken by the docographer. What's that child then, holding up an oddly cylinder container in his hand this time. He gives the container a shake every now and then with a measured rhythm. Whatever he was doing seems to be part of the process of developing the film. Film roads are hardly affordable for the average resident in co-op. In most cases, taking photographs is done as part of professional duties. There are approximately 21 occupants in District 14 that utilize photography. However, only a single professional was routinely photographing specific buildings adhering to fixed standards that can be observed in this picture. This will be hard wipe since there's so many announcers that I would like to spark. True! And the docugraphers mentioned, are people interested with that job? Yes, they photograph with information and pertinent to Kent experience. Docographer. How could a person of such decency, decently lucrative profession fall into distortion? Decent job maybe, but how do you know if they are a decent person? Truth! You want only one? What is this you want? Oh, tea! Right. Yes, me too. As a reply with a clear-cut answer to one of your posts. What makes you say that? The photo studio I didn't have any darkrooms, right? No, it didn't. My team leader said there's other ways of processing film rolls, but in NCOP you have to go to a darkroom to develop and print them. Correct, film rolls are usually immersed in developed solution to be processed. Which is why the photo studios have this darkroom equipped with red safe lights right next to them. In this place, that's pretty powerful from a photo studio. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it. Check out these windows, they are only covered by newspaper, all messy like. If you consider how sensitive film rolls are to light, it's really super suspicious that this darkroom doesn't have any proper blackout panels. And there's nothing stopping me. Fair enough. And they will be garbled. And they will crop that there's not. What do you mean by this? There's Kira, Kim, and they do direct through and some other announcer from INTERVALLO. True. Oh, oops. And you went on with full custom fortune at some places, right? Who in the right mind would print photos in the room patched up with yesterday's newspaper? Oh. This probably isn't even a legit darkroom. Just someone who just hauled in the bare minimum towards needed to develop a film and threw together in a hurry. Someone who didn't want to be seen printing photos. Most people usually don't avoid scrutiny unless they're doing something not so decent. Well, if that's the case, I can see why they might have been distorted. Right. Manager? I'm just going to come to my side quietly. He's still giving such an educational shake. I have a request regarding your instruction to develop this film roll. What is it? Please ensure that the light in this room is not turned on until development is complete. Aren't we already doing that? Yes. However, engaging battle opens the door to uncontrollable variables. This is why I have judged it necessary to make a separate request. Battle? There's no need for concern. I'm capable of participating in combat while maintaining the development process. Wait, can you slow down? I bet you say. Sure, it must be a cost for you to believe so. At the photo studio, reinforcements arrived exactly 11 minutes and 34 seconds after NCOP's pinframe team staff were defeated. Deductions based on the events thus far make clear that the photo studio and this darkroom share some kind of connection. Furthermore, Senator Heathcliff and Along Lewis and Gregor battled NCOP's pinframe team in this very location. I heard footsteps running up the staircase, approaching closer and closer. Jesus! I have a feeling I know what Mercer is getting at, but I ask anyway. Meaning? The initial horizon is finished. The process is now halfway to the completion of the second agitation. This indicates that 11 minutes and 30 seconds have elapsed since the start of the event. I love my artistic friends. A battle is imminent. Please withdraw to a safe position, manager. Mersault, you crash. Should have wanted this way earlier. Understood, manager. I will follow the section going forward. The zoom in! And the fucking drum beat! Like there's just a plum in the background. Understood, manager. I will install this going forward. I love this. I actually just love this. Fucking love Mersault. Hey, what? There's no battle in this note? Really? Oh, okay. I love it. I love my artistic friends. After battle, something sits with me. I was a spot of Escort Backstreet, I started with a flash, do it, a gaze fixed somewhere hide overhead. And then the entrance of gaze are those photographs. A long line squished across the open air photographs I hang from a laundry clip to a clothesline. I stood for Kumjul at first and gave it little attention. A warning rope, yeah. Get up closer, I said a picture saying for the line. Perhaps they have been strung with the dark room at rain, thus when the distortion took hold. We saw observation of unaffected elements in space occupied by location type distortion is most irregular. Indeed, the items we bought from the studios have already changed into the images of various sites of S-Corp, yet these alone rimmed us the wear. All the landscape of the city, S-Corp surely is the worst of it since you were just cut by French words. That wasn't French, that was Korean, was it? Yeah, this is Shulat, this Korean. Well, this is one with a 9 passed too high for me to reach, but it stepped over and picked up a few of our outfits, so it's instantly brought about. We heard another pop-it again, a bright fight flashed by my vision for a moment. Good grief, the distortion next to change his mind, huh? I keep switching between S-Corp and N-Corp. This feels like it's getting caught a flashbang detonation. My whole body turns up at cross leg right after. The other sinners were busy grumbling about distortion and sudden jumps except for Mercer, who stood right in front of me, the photo still held on his hand. Oh, you didn't drop them? No. He gave his usual short answer, and in return to attention to the cylinder he had been shaking. He took the swimmer container and flicked that liquid off with a clean controlled motion. In the process he finally done? Wait, we're back to the lights on now. Is it okay to take them off? Yes, exposure to light will not damage the film once the battle is complete and the damage strikes. There's no cause for concern. S-Corp is Korea, yes. Did I say that? Oh, N-Corp. N-Corp isn't N-Corp supposed to be German? Why would you then be just give a French word? That's a relief. Couldn't say followed all the techniques, no cause for concern was all I needed to hear. Sighing in relief, I had to focus on the critical problem. So, see anything out in them and jump out. There's people in them. The people in the photographs all look different from one another. The last one is scary. It's hard to pick one similarity between them, though. They all look cold and indifferent. Are you thinking that they are looking cold and indifferent? I don't think the first one does, or the third one. Yeah, that's the city, alright. I don't know if you see anywhere. These aren't like footage picked up on the studio earlier. Are these the kind of photographies used to make canned experiences? What was that? Seen around seemed to up just now. I was about to ask Foss if she also had sensation, but failing its away soon enough, perhaps with nothing serious. It was just a spell of random vertigo. Even possible to get dizzy from a clock overhead. No. Most of us had noticed that I was out of sorts for a moment because he seemed to pause purpose before answering my questions. No? I thought he said docugraphers taking shots put them into canned experience. All ingredients for canned experience are handled exclusively by Grand Magazine Sissif. Okay, never mind. The Grand Magazine Sissif. I think I've heard of it. Canned experience, right? They are in high demand in logistics too, but the only brand stamped on them is Grand Magazine Sissif. I remember some of my classmates bring about trying them whenever exam week came around. I never had one myself though. Can't really explain it, but something about them just feels kind of wrong. It's that popular, huh? The unprocessed base content of canned experience is known as experience beta is supplied to reprocessed processing factories, where docugraphers fine-tune the experience details. Photographs are used primarily for the purpose. Okay. They can find your experience. An easy example of understanding would be to reconsider why docugraphers take pictures of subjects such as buildings. A purchaser may wish to experience living in an experienced building that they would never afford. Another may wish to vent out impulses by violence by experiencing out the burning of an expensive property. The demand for haute couture canned experience is increasing by day. So that's why for the story they have all fancy buildings. Yes, Venture. Conversely, information concerned ordinary experiences that can easily be encountered in reality is on low demand. Then why photographing these residents at all? Perhaps these were not images harvested for the commodity value, but for pure photography and in and of itself. Perhaps they just be captured for desire to see some vanishing instant through a lens. There are people who take photographs knowing that it would cost an exorbitant sum. I have some before. A stinging amount of money just to take a single photo. That is, if they could have managed to turn the photographer, would take the risk and maybe to take the picture. I'm not so crass as about the price of my sentiment nostalgia, but spending this much money on roads, what could have made this investment worth it? I'd say maybe it isn't just a matter of sentiment or memories even. Deep into the photographs, I quietly express my thoughts. Executive manager? Now I'm really, I'm not exactly an avoider to distortion, but I know when manifests to desires or emotions that become warped in bizarre ways. But everything in the distortion has shown us far points back to S-Corp, that is S-Corp from past when they came and do would seen and remember. These photos though, they're completely untouched by distortion, doesn't that feel off? There must be a strong fixation at play here, strong enough to slip past even the distortion. And that obsession is something that refuses to let these memories be influenced. I think our next step should be to look for the people in these photos. These photographs are the only undistorted, unaltered clues we have. That is saying it would be advisable to locate the people shown in these photographs. Oh, good idea. Team leader said she should accept input from the LCB with open arms. Hey, Engdo, can you get me office catalog? I probably need a commissioned office affiliated with 7 Association. Let's look for one that can take the request right away. Can someone tell us where we're fine? I think I know where to find those people. Oh, Jesus. That says all of those people shown in the photographs have already been found. Oh, what? When? How? Well, I guess I'm having a lucky day. Pulled a radio around from my waist and switched it to without answering question. DWRC? Do we regroup club? That one especially hard to understand. Heh. Roger's with you, right? Can you put her on? Okay. Roger, are you there? What? Dante wants to talk? Sure, one second. I kind of know about with the bread and pastries. My oh! Yo! Pastries? What kind? Just one of everything. Neat, can you buy extra brush and baguettes for me too? Love the ones on the street, they're so good. Hold on, I gotta read just a part of one. Just throw them on TF, they are packaged. You're sure, you can't just say, treat like this, bread has, I mean, bakes and things too, you know? How do you think the baker would feel if they knew someone treating their precious babies like trash? Discovered is rattling again for no reason. Anyway, oh! Dante, give me a second to bite, and you just need to come to in my pockets. No, not a fight, huh? Then what is this about? Greed of the beast cannot be managed. And the straight, aka Paris. I don't look at the words written of the vicar basket the first of Mercer had bought me. Where's that bakery you're at? Yeah? That's so funny. Consume the bread. Holy shit. More ring material. Shock or something. Shock or soda. Ah, I know what we're looking for. The owner of the bakery is a woman holding the same wicker basket as the one in the photograph. She took a glance at the picture I held up and I gave a single nod. This man, he wears a Canary 7. Right next, he's a regular. Taste the baguette. Yes. He used to drop every morning by 7 just to share as a co-worker. I haven't seen him around lately though. And those co-workers, I assume, are wearing the same uniform? I asked Christian on my behalf to shout the baker another photograph. Probably? He was always wearing one too, I guess. It's a Canary uniform. Public Health Alert. This confirms our need, Major. A few guys in Canary should bring us the information we need. Yeah, you're right, but it's just that she doesn't seem very concerned though. Some of the people in this photos have wear the acted by distortion, right? So she'd be close acquaintance. Allow me to verify something, Major. Do you know the name of this radio you spoke of? His name? Am I supposed to know that? Bread Queen. Wasn't expecting that you know his name. The puffy evident in the voice gave me pause. He took a photo of you. Wouldn't it be reasonable to assume that you're well acquainted with him? Oh, that! Changed my note to press the point. She gave a strange, unsettling smile before pulling back something from my apron pocket. A thin and round, kin-like object. He said he'd give me 5 of these kind experience for free if I let him take my picture. Even said he'd throw in the Dukov of the building of my choice. The Dukov building, right? I hear he even takes work trips to the nest every now and then, so I asked him to get me a Dukov of this lovely mansion in some of the suburbs. I know I'll never get to be for a beautiful place like this, but this way, I could at least experience what it's like. Gosh, it was everything I'd ever hoped for. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but there was a distant eeriness in the dream. Blissful smile on the baker that sent a chill down my smile. Ahem. Young Mersault? I did can experience truly possessed of such power to block a semblance of reason from one's countenance. She really big with that one. True. Face the French freedom beggar. True. They maintain a high demand of custody. The street wedding is one of the several markets. Does not mean that those who indulge can experience venturing on expedition to the Great Lake and bungee jumping off the summit of the skyscraper yonder as they remain seated where they are. They may, however, a magic can, allowing to pursue a dream the heart may conceive. I confess my own soul is much attempted. It differs from pursuing a dream. Mass-produced kin experience are made from base experience beta mixed with various modified information. The resulting end product enables intense stimulation through altered memory. Therefore, it is unlike the dream as expressed by Don Quixote. Oh my god, he is angry! He has angry face on. He's basically saying you're getting addicted. It's heroin. Stop taking it. A piece of memory refined along the numerous process stages of Canary's product isn't lines is not equivalent to genuine experience, meaning the usage of experience in her previous statement must have also been amended. Memory is out for intense stimulation. That does sound quite shady. We also yet again proving why he is a dictionary. Yes, notice the cast shade upon the boons granted by the can. Adventures the heads are forcefully inclined towards the little grandeur. It's because the memories provided by Ken experience are extremely vivid. Statistics have shown the use of cans interpret them as authentic experience and becomes dependent on them. A possible cause of the formation of dependence patterns can experience allow one to feel as if one had achieved that dream that is in reality impossible. Are you implying that users are made content with devouring forged dreams in certain instant use cans? Worse still, the user may no longer be strive to chase dreams in the waking world. For the sweater in the most splendid dreams is a dream is embellished, the more impossible it will be to appear to be grasped with one's own hand. To become a cause for surrender instead of sustaining one so much forth. Verily, doth it not annul the significance of dreaming itself? The resultant dream rose of not the spirit who galloped towards it. First time we see Myrtle have some kind of emotion in his face. No, we sometimes see him, but like not that much. Whenever it denotes a significance, I don't know. But they say well. So how much will you be buying? Oh, by what? You came buying him without questions. I was plain enough to answer politely, wasn't I? Don't think you owe me a sale too. You're not about to leave me buying a single loaf, crawling on bakery and scanning on the customers, are you? Yeah, case was on point actually with our whole group getting around. The first guys gave a white berth and hurried on, whispering among herself. Nobody was about to come and buy bread like that. Oh, lady, I practically had your share for it, didn't I? You did? Are you keeping our word then? Do you even gonna ask? Of course I had them already. The rest is safely tucked in my coat pocket, so I can share later. So you already ate some. I felt like the new Mersault sprites like at the stills at first. Me too. I felt the fucking zoom in also. Let's buy some more. Let's risk it. Instead, given the expenses made to facilitate innovation, lack of prior budgeting should not pose a problem. Oh nice, sesame rice buns for me, please. Hi, Kim. Oh, as Kim, you really have enough for making an entrance at the least expected moments. Hey, mister, where have you been this whole time? Wait. Be cross with me all you like, but just give me a moment. Alright, I'm ready. Fucking waste bread! Ah! It's a first. Grove into Kim's solar plexus. For you to go and grab a single potatoes as he rolled away! The music changed. I just read the ornaments that chariot for the whole bakery next. The roof and all. Best gets away from me. Good job. Mersault approached as we walked down the street, Reza and Kim still squabbling behind us. Oh, he was holding a roll of something brown and tightly coiled. Right, on some places I will remember 100% the real of. Yep. I have completed development of the film by your instructions. Okay, so this is film mechanics you were saying. Do I just unroll it? Hold it up against the sun or any other source of light as it is a reversal film. The images should be visible as they were photographed. I had no idea what reversal film meant, but I did as I said and roll the film. Okay, I can see it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, is it showing? Can I see too? Right into certain places. Right, folded like a croissant. True and real. Move it over a bit. Let me have a look too. I was hard to make out the details because the images were too small, but I could tell the strip that was packed was almost identical pictures. Huh? Was that the same picture in every shot? In the same pose in all of them? Huh? You're right, no wait a second. See the arm there? The further along the strip you go, the longer it gets. Yeah, and the head looks like it's turning to the right. Huh? We were all screening up the head frame on film when Sinclair suddenly flinched and went stuff like he'd seen something he shouldn't have. I see it later, all color drained out of his face. Sinclair, what's the matter? This reminds me of something I learned in school. You draw a picture in the corner of a stack of notes or a thick book at the exact same spot every page. You start with the arms down and you make a small change on each page, not the arm up higher and higher until they raise all the way up. And when you flip the page fast enough, the drawing stops looking like separate images, they still figure it starts like moving. The class called it structure the motion pictures. I remember the teacher saying that video footage we watch were all made that same way. Are you saying that this is a continuous sequence of still images? This arrangement of the frames suggests that this film strip highly likely constitute footage, a violation of NCOP's taboo. The arrangement of the frames suggests that this film's type is constitute footage, okay? They are selling... I don't get it. What is the problem with this? Am I like... Are they selling entire, like, moving... Like, did they go from selling pictures to selling moving? Is there even a difference? Films are banned. Why are films banned in the city? I did not know that they were banned. But why? I legitimately have never heard that before. That's completely new to me. An income. Oh! Fair enough. Oh, it's this one. Right, 60% is as high as I'm going to get. I'm going to take this one. Let's go. Lapadabam.
자유로워질 수 없어. 이 부름이다. 이 떨림. 전시 준비는 완벽하답니다. 내 작 관리인가. 살아서 돌아갈 수만 있다면 반드시 팬다. 아비들.
Specifically competed product with cat experiences. Oh! There's no most of words here. Had to from the ground. Are we gonna be okay? The righteous sprung on taboo. Mine began to race rapidly, returning back to our journey, especially the time when Don Quixote smashed that Windows Arcade Co-op and caused the wind to wipe out our team multiple times over. I felt that. At least we had the joyous to understand, and it ended up being not a big deal at the end of the day, since I could provide sinners, but some assholes get in serious trouble just carrying anything else to deal with, can't they? No, look, that beats skills as troubles I felt. Still, a few things because your lack of concern, citing all the crazy things you've done true so far. Miss Faust, it'll be happy to get the manager killed. Okay, so this is it, huh? So we out, guys. They're not dying and we'll be fine. And cops not going to see you on the spot for just possessing a film roll. Really? Well, it might be a problem to film rolls contain genuinely good footage, but it doesn't look like Guy had a filming it, right? When I could you get here to pick it up, you just comply with the commands. Thank them for the service and nicely hand over the authorities. Then we should be okay. It's a possibility that everything will not be okay. Yeah? Because I have developed the contents of that film roll in their darkroom. Oh! The court will take the lack of intentionality into consideration. However, it is very likely that my actions will be deemed as aiding in the primary violator of the taboo. Really? But team leaders said the NCORP has their own regulation standards regarding image quality, which they use to determine the severity of taboo violation. Post on the taboo breaking disorder. True! It's just street pride for the first pop. Aye. If the footage image quality of this video, NCORP won't be seeking the fixers or the botters right away. And that could buy us time if companies some leverage to make deal however small it might be. Because what they are really sniffing on for is how close to reality the video is, or how close of an experience it provides to real life. So even if we're really, really unlucky and they actually come after us, it's going to be fine as long as the footage is no fidelity, probably. So what exactly does frame rate within regulations mean? It means that the interval between each frame shouldn't be like super brief. Think about the photo slideshow. They only show you one image every few seconds, so it doesn't feel real or vivid, right? You can technically call them motion pictures, but there's no vividness required to violate the taboo. Listen, just flame like most of the things you won't become run back. True, I think we're just traumatized. Lamau. Then let us have an eyes swimmer and see how vivid it really is. I thought there was a literal streamer. Wasn't there one Ching Fixer literally a streamer? How would that work in the context of the city if fucking or is that only an NCOP land? Not be determined. She swept on the honest compared with digest. The rest of the get over here is on Jesus' frames. The film canister was never experimented, so I assume it could, but it executed a test around of sorts. Experiment to see how close they could get to the taboo. It testing limits of the law, it might be a new collection of similar photographs that are pretending to be recorded footage. So I get around do this and looked up to us on the footage. Here, the flower pot moves between frames, doesn't it? The photographer couldn't possibly have moved the pot while also holding down the shutter button. I don't see any difference. See here, the expression risen on the subject's visage appears rather stiff. Maybe they're just a gloomy sort. Perhaps yet so clever their stiffness is not for gloom, but from strain to maintain it. The guy is innocent, the sun was shining in his eyes. Oh, if that's the case, maybe the subject really is trying to fake an extra footage by moving very slowly. It's just pretty convincing theory, but I'm not sure that's enough to conclude what we understand just yet. That's what Bubba did. Kim, who had spawned in the ground ever since Edge prepared him, stepped in conversation. Let's see. Look at the shadows cast on the windows though. See how it's noticeable shift between each frames? Whoever made this knows the craft for sure, but I can't imagine the backstreet dweller would have any way to mess with the sun's trajectory. Then the likely scenario must be that the creator of the same role deliberately made its subjects move very slowly from frame to frame, creating a series of disconnected photos that, when played sequentially, would look like real footage that violates the taboo. In which case, the rule does not violate the taboo, correct? That is highly probable. So, he says, Executive Manager. We should be in the clear for now, at least in regards to aiding the violation of the wing taboo. Phew. But if he was willing to go through this much trouble just to test Inco's patience, it's hard to believe that we have been stopped here. Based on all available evidence of the executive manager, it seems reasonable to conclude that the reflection points of this case is taboo violator on the run. Yo! This makes sense. Very smart. Huh, but what motive could have to do that? Sure, working for a wing subsidiary has nothing to do with being an actual wing employee, but still pretty up there when it comes to careers being in the back streets. The sun was shining and that's true. Work for subsidy long enough, you might even get returned to a factory out in the nest. That gives you a pretty okay chance of better life, so... Maybe he was just tired of living that kind of life. Everyone has one of those days today. There's something that you could be doing more than the rest of your life in a 9 to 5 hell. Perhaps to do something that takes you away from the pressure of trying to make a life. Something about what Ishmael said must have tickled bamboo-headed Kim, because the suddenly wrapped around and once and shook his head. Maybe, but how many of those people do you think are capable of throwing away everything they've built on a whim? From what I've seen, maybe Goodwood likes to play with fire. Play with fire? Yeah, must have started by doing something technically doesn't count as taboo, and lynched on and on until brushed thrillingly close to one. One thrilling shot through the camera and another with the next, until eventually ended up recording actual footage. Cool, then that leaves the question of what the heck was he trying to do with it? Might have been trying to screen it using a projector and all of us part of the back streets to see. What? But wouldn't that make everyone here even though so unwittingly came across the projection? Right on! I'd have made these folks violators of the taboo. But the violation says they're slowly becoming into something else. Violative violation being said. True, dead dove do not eat. But why would anyone? So would you care to explain how you know that, Mr. Bread Brain? Oh. I asked around the opposite street, and apparently some guy's been working asking the workshops if they could make him a projector. It seems like most of them turned him down, but they also said that he stopped showing after a certain point, further show that he got his hands on projector somehow. That's not a to view record for pay tell. Why would he in any sane mind? Well, it ain't how do you take multiple individuals in the same garb as the pinframe team have just been identified in the vicinity? They are carrying the same briefcase. Do they? Oh, well, isn't that convenient? So we could play the like festival coronation and just people who look like they're involved with him what we are looking for, so they can lead us whenever we need to go? Indeed. An architecture convention, there would have been formal plaid shirts and suspenders milling about, and I could always trust them to lead me to the convention venue. It wasn't common for the plaid shirt sellers to look like they are scanning in their area. How they also go around checking people against photographs. If collect evidence, please be advised for. Also ratio each other, glaring at people like they're glaring at, huh? Perhaps you could answer that a series of queries yourself. Nope, this crowd sure doesn't look like they're gonna let us follow them. Oh, that's the real one. Wait, where's actual bamboo-headed Spinnen again? You just need the first reply groin. True. You got knocked up by Basta. His prime after Master needs pride. True. The days go on, win the clash. True. Holy Ursa, I block them and keep... What faked horse was sure somehow synergizes with the sudden bamboo-headed Kim sword. They started a bamboo-headed Kim sword? I'm so confused about what you're trying to say there, I'm sorry. They take pictures of us, true! I don't mind that too much, to be fair. Oh, for fuck's sake, I accidentally clicked damage first. The EO says to be cropped. Okay. After this turn, then I will use it. The new Merced EO is cheaper and buffs the Merced lane linchman to ID when used. Ah! Shit, it really only costs cheap pride. I did not know that. Now I do. Basically, auto activates any death passive turn 2. Oh shit! I know you can see what I mean after this turn. Oh wait, then you had the moonlight. Holy cool shit. My 5 BL less today. Damn! I can claim the bluff. No, he's yielding at the intersection. He claims the bluff that remains. But not Murkan roll like 25 when you get wordplay help for this S2. How do you get that up? Do you just evade or what? Like, how do you actually get that? Because it reduces the clash power and base power appropriate to the amount of poise, yes. Oh, I see what you mean. He's just not a bumper and a Kim. Oh! I didn't notice that. They kind of look similar, to be honest. what's really scary is Spider running a 2001. That's crazy. Well, I don't have any BL IDs like at all already, so I'm certainly not really able to do much with it. She addresses to salsas, so Ishi isn't part of the fun. For salsas? I don't even know what that means. Oh, Satsu! He's injured horse reassures because he gets samurai damage, which is hunted game, so much resentment. Oh, fair! The BR 2 nils over 20 as one of this Oven being played properly. That's crazy. So they basically just made an ego that supercharges blade lineage, the old IDs, which made it so that they don't need the new, that anything new to be really not that bad right now. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just misread. I mean, BL's ideas are agent service were just meant to learn feels quite fair.
있는 힘껏 찔러놓고 으깨놨지만 저것들은 언젠가 다시 재생하겠지. 부서지고 파괴되어도 다시
Sorry,
교체되는 것처럼.
still suffering from heat. Try my best not to fall asleep all the time, but that's not that easy. There. No, wait. That's the wrong man. What will I use this time? Stays based on how much damage the team looked last turn, and how stays gets damage modifiers and more nice things. Ah! Okay, give me your bag. I need to pick up an energy drink really quick. My head's starting to spin out again, and I only streamed for an hour. It shouldn't be that bad, but it is. In the meantime, I need one A reason. I could force that like this. Bielsa versus Bielsa is a real argument in 2026. That is indeed crazy. Alright, be right back. I should point this out. I really like that they did that. back. Hi. Hi all. Jackson was you. That's a good one. The accident was you. Oh, let us go. That is crazy to type in chat. I don't understand I don't understand the yield by flash to claim the bones thing, so I'm very sorry to admit that I have no idea how to use it. I did look at it, but I just don't get the explanation. Make number SD do strip damage. Fair enough. I can do that. Oh no. My drink just exploded. I'm having my hand on it right now. You can probably hear it. The sishing in the background, huh? Just need to wait to have it not die, but my hand is hurting right now. Let's just put it that way. Okay, that worked. Woo! So essentially above plus 3. Also the new ego overclock essentially 36 times 4? 36 times 4. Is that meant to be a lot? It doesn't sound like a lot. Am I stupid? Okay, my drink survived, and so did I. Oh, that was... Whoa. Jesus. Advantage to 300. Oh! Oh, that's pretty high, yeah. I love how she don't use acupuncture, but she uses. But she's not part of the team, you know. Most busted part, the ego is always active passive makes Kimson counts bleed unit, so now he counts to once activating bleed egos. Really? That's actually really cool, what the fuck? I mean, it definitely makes blade lineage way better. I love that they did that. Easy to activate ego that just makes a team better. On the unit that is core for blade lineage teams in the first place, so it's not like you have to slot a unit you wouldn't want to slot. Like, this isn't like if they would give middle soul a fucking middle ego that buffs all middle IDs. No, no, this is the unit that you want to run for this team anyway. BR is somewhat dealing off having that damage to BR. Really? It also breaks the blade. I mean, it makes them compete. They are season 3 and 4 IDs. They weren't really broken, and I don't think they're broken now. We were talking about power scaling and power creep, And how I didn't like that some teams were already bad half a season later, like most notably Blood Fiends, right? I just like that they did this. Oh shit, I have a hopeless Ether Flash, let's go! No, I do! Why did you do that? Fuck you. So after we release these, see? Wow, hey! People play down on BL song for free as bonus. Really? I didn't know that. You are late. Had to show you. That's okay. More pursuit and a different enemy this time. Okay. So to go to experiments, Lemao. Remember to drink the water. I have drunken just now. Hardly a challenge, what a WOT. Woo, there was not much of a fight 101. Service the clues is not common special departments. Service the clues. Really? That's why they have undergone basic combat training for exigent circumstances. They are not prepared to handle conflicts such as this. Yeah, I noticed. They keep taking pictures of us with their briefcases. I'm guessing that's their permanent job description? What's this name away for then? Whispering behind our backs like lone creeps? No, to make experience capsules. This is correct photos to clue abroad for high upside wager. I can tell how to think and about this somehow. Every time they follow the lead, they end up countering us. It's hardly a surprising rationale. When I stood a footstep away from the rest of the sinners to watch the scientists, they chum up with an explanation. What is he thinking? What does he wish us to say? Or is he simply contemplating observing without any preconceived notions in his mind? They shouldn't have been so different from his usual rhetoricians, but as though some weren't a whim. In my thought, I was struck with the sensitive yet distinct straightness that I was compelled to speak with him. Oh, Jesus! Yes, Ninja. Don't you hesitate to let me know if there's something you want to say, but aren't sure if you're supposed to say it. Yes, Ninja. I will do as you ordered should one such circumstance occur. So his reply was deflating, concise, and direct, as though he had some rule and so on that told him a specific response for situations like these. But time out right now, actually. Do you have anything to say right now? No, I do not. It did not appear to me that he was trying to hide anything or choosing his words in response to my question. His reply was simply that, an answer, nothing more. Yet, I was prepared and answer written down as the responses. That's what it felt like to me. As though that particular answer had always been the only he had available for situations like this. Clearly, prodding him for his answers wasn't going to get me anyway. So, I could. Sure, if you say so. I turned away from him and looked off to join the other sentence. As I did, a few words lingered on the tip of my proverbial tongue, asking to be let out, so I did. Would it be nice to know what you were looking at? Of that. I spoke. I cannot form a judgment. Oh my god, he is so literal autistic, and Dante is trying so hard, but he does not know how to deal with autistic people. He has 180% damage modifier, so he crits and measures over a whole into 2 essence, giving him even more damage. Oh! So that's why he does so much damage. That's cool, though. Also, I just like the idea that BL song versus HOS sang is fucking a conversation in this like day and age. It's so funny. What? That is because the precise mention and knowledge of the subject of my gaze are just as unknown to me as to you. Could you point to an object or enemy? I can provide a verbal explanation based on my current knowledge. If you require such information, please rephrase your question accordingly. Could I ask him again? Had I tried to get to the bottom of that line of questioning, I could have asked or saved its most peculiar most said, which had remained short of mystery even after the day of traveling together? Suppose that's not up for me to judge as well. Manager? Yeah? I know battle is imminent, as you have previously instructed to have informed you of an imminent battle. You boss clock! Are you gonna sit down while you do the fighting? You're gonna pull your out some building over there. So must have been on the way to the building. Or perhaps he's clear. Shoot, manager, let's just fold. Can do 1k damage, don't care, my S3 is still using clashing 23. S3 clashing 23 is crazy. And also, you are either not getting to Furiosa replicate, or you have to waste either to get there. If the enemy is not weak, then you are not doing the damage. The S3 clashing 23 is a really good argument though for the unit, isn't it? Oh gotcha, be right there. Bloody hell, the blokes we fought downstairs are from the wicked ones bunch. How does Inco have so many guys in the payroll? That's not intel. It is a wing after all. I did this move out of this door, the culprit went alone. No, I'm quite certain that I want some subsequent reports. I could fix this appearance just to convince we were. It's late to me that I expect to find taboo out there, not a big group of dozens of people. What we were thinking, so they would like us to do with all this taboo violation. They should have sent taboo hunters here instead. Why do you think the tourists consume can't experience containing mass melee combat? Because the thought of current manpower would suffice to deal with this. I don't know about that. Wait, wasn't an extra report that one of them all of a sudden, with a click, the room began to buzz with metallic wave of some kind of machinery. And immediately I could tell what it was. Distortion. Still in the middle of the shaping room was a device I wasn't sure I'd seen before. This is literally a distortion that just takes pictures of— Is this? Schadenfreude? Probably not. But it might be. Actually, wait, what? Hang on a minute. Schadenfreude was also watching for pain. Let's see. The other fixed film with the sword stone and run. Man, shut your eyes! The moment it begins to fade out the eye once, so turn the comment voice. Yeah! Oh, here we go again with distortion joint distortions. I clicked on as well, making not sure to continue. The device would be playing a quarter video extra. Even a brief look would continue taboo violation. Shit! I thought I was so finished. Just pending me at the voice of several unlucky individuals. Oh man. Oh man. Folks, this is starting to get a little embarrassing. Steve voice breaks to the darkness past my metaphorically speaking shut eyes. Mentor! What's happening though? What's wrong with everyone? Goes just the eyes. The hell's wrong with you? Don't you know that ever watch a Steven split second of a record video and cop gets? Of course I know, but I watched it anyway. Open your eyes, esteemed folks. The motion picture isn't recorded. Hang on, he's right. This video is not recording. But Schadenfreude was already summoned out of the stream. It wouldn't make sense twice. Yeah, it could be an aberration, right? It's not a camera. It is a keyhole, but it looks like a camera with its little, like, chainsaws. You know what I mean? But fair, you have a point. It's also eye and not lips, but those are lip pictures. So I figured maybe it's an aberration kind of thing. What's that thing talking to us? Finally allowed my lock at the machine, which was firing a conical beam of light against the center door. And this was its message, with words on a black background. So it dragged me down this far. When I went through to take refuge in here, they still ended up finding this place. I'll be planning on doing fake experience after fake experience without even care about the real thing. Case number TC-3224, you're on a special category 3 regulation. Reviewers have now found illegal recordings. You comply with whether. What is the foolery but witless buffoonery in the absence of fool? What is foolery but witless buffoonery in the absence of fools? I need to actually just... This is the fucking... Such a cool set. What the hell? He actually has so much aura. Hallo Wester bewerft de Wobbel ganz nach dem Brawl of Echo to the dodged execution of tools. What's this all about? If you mean to have sort out of your source, Clang. There's much to know about where the camera is sort of parried the incomplete snail-shaped weapon. When I'm speaking as my whim guides me, my dear fellows, need to get so huffy. My name to say this abomination has no consciousness. So what I went through, the future yesterday, I'll never find this place. True! The thing behind the camera. Who has the sharpest tongue in this cup? He has a pretty sharp tongue. BHK started doing this end ring. What the fuck? It's been since over. Now, what does that make me wonder? Was I just forgotten when was I just this far when I started? Past all words and reason. I mean, if anyone has an answer question, it'd be you folks, right? Give us nothing more. You don't piercing looks and that's why you were sweating away the increase in attacks. As though he was goading us and telling him the truth. Well, I don't suppose there's any point in asking. I'm no different from this abomination, just as weird as that contraption. I must have wielded the only thing I've really known, the blade, considering the mindless fiend consumed by a mere two leaving to for insight, foe unrestrained. Hey Junior, are you still about that? I tried to avert my eyes with it, but such disregard is easier said than done. How can I, when that resourceful being has no problem showing me this? Doesn't know. He know how rude the unsolicited reflecting of the phantoms of one's heart is. That's to be illegal or something, illegal I say. Turning a customer to a fuck on a protection record run. A mere end before a car in motion to a swerving driver. Holy shit, it turns over to Ken experience. This is funny. But he adjusts parry. So he's a Bloodborne player then. Because that's a Bloodborne Infinite Dungeon hacked community maps thing, isn't it? He might enjoy the Com Dungeon, because it's part of BL. Is he about to gain ego from this? But yeah, this thing literally has turned his distortion into cunt experience. It's like you claimed about twice, Lamau. He probably like won. He probably beat Sekiro without even dying because he's used to it. Like on the first try. That follow us before the eyes of the mentor, simply unconscionable. Rude as hell, some might say, but poor heart almost so much as tragedy of you. Let's be taking a sip as Twitch. Our battle sim in the manager. Are just as much response to sense in battle perhaps? Pop. A blinding flash followed by explosion bang. My vision immediately went wide and decided to take its time come back and when dead. The first comment particularly unsettling let's go as cop followed by the bumble-headed Kim surrounded by small cup of chew on Newcom. Keep that up and you'll shout me death, hang on. And about time we grow accustomed into such size. Don't I still do I away from the stream's trench of cold sweat? I still might bind and drag you away. Eh, this isn't so bad, is it? Just these folks are so far. Like easier. When? Another flash? What was that? Everything went dark. I don't understand what's happening, but first, we have even here and think it's quick. Adjusting projection. Been staying fine, wandering all day for exact reasons. And so it was that was its mechanism. Paused. The words began to shift rapidly before the felt as fast what she meant. To the one who finds comfort settling in lies, I give you what most deserved your gaze. Rely on me, he blinded before me, don't I? It changed. Did? I like the earlier instance, one of the sources different from the others. As Mersault has identified, there was something different of the group of Chon Gukon, this time they were accompanied by someone else. A warrior in impressive armor with a sword that was just as tall. Armor, and a great Hondo of the Salt Circle, to be used in such manner. The warrior drew a bow that hung from the waist guard, knocked down our arrow. Suppose that's how it would have gone down had you been the one to grab me. Military Commissioner and Gyeong-up, how do you fare, friends? At the signal I was loose, seize the accused! And I'll spit his sound as executed to knock down the swarmers. Damn, okay. So they're both just traumatized lovers. Or rather, let me rephrase this. They are, Engdu and Mr. are just very traumatized people. Potentially lovers. Oh, the music is hard. What the hell? I do confirm gender the apprentice. To be honest with you, I can see that, kind of. Character of this character? Oh, okay.
하지만 슬프다고 질질 짜거나 애도할 필요는 없어. 용기 있는 죽음은 능력이 필요하지.
I need to activate this ego. Sadly, that means some overriding here at the Flash. The music is so cool, what the hell? Still can't get over how it just goes bah like a sheep. She's a bilingual golden retriever and can also speak sheep. She bars and bleats. Holy damage. Kill an enemy who does kahoo like a parrot. True. I just like the music, it's kinda cool. Also, this is a really cool ego, what the fuck? That's the one of the YouTube bits of Vespa with a lot of Elsa sheeps. Oh my god, that's cute. Oh shit, he got fucked over. That's not good. Whoops. You say you might like the character here. What do you mean by that? I did sphere on the fans and didn't read, so wondering about mechanics you can ask me anyway. Heh, I don't understand you. So far I'm doing fine. I have read the most important parts of this. I'm going to read it if I meet it in a situation where I should be reading it fully. Ah, look at that! A changing a face fight. Good shit. This unit cannot be created, does not take any damage from the source, other than skill damage, so the skill these units as the main target. This Basically reduce it to 0 then. That's the idea. Or alternatively, just make sure that you don't, like, super die.
어디에서도 볼 수 없을 색채로
I like that the music is changing a little bit in this. That's kind of cool.
너희들의 사랑의 힘이 빛의 힘이 저 어둡고 악한 하나들을 뒤흔들었어. 이대로면 승리도 시간을 줬지? 대행 완료. 아까 어떤 직원이 제압 대체에 한 번에 입힌
I'm gonna keep that.
잠깐! 진짜? 왜 부서팀장을 안 달아줬지? 어디에서도 볼 수
이
없을
순간이
색채
다 배운 일이다.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 더하는
We caused the machine to fucking bleed. That's so dumb. Oh shit.
어중간한 예술 물어뜯어 고칠 수밖에
It's alive, true.
직전의 공격처럼 개체에게 치명적인 일격을 가해봅시다.
어디에서도 볼 수 없을 색채
이 순간이 다 배운 일이다.
It might be good as a churn through other weak skills during it. That more or less what I was doing, in case you haven't noticed. I've only really used weak skills except for one on Rorion. I don't quite know why, but I thought that it might be important to get him to 1 HP and instead of waiting it out, you know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure.
예정된 죽음이 하지만 별을 잊지 못하는 속을 내 안에 갇혀 죽어라. 인력의 손실이 발생했습니다. 실체를 따지기엔 상황이 좋지 않으니 서둘러 가보시죠.
이 순간이 다
Oh, by the way, I'm passive with flavor descriptions. I should really read those. You're passive? What do you mean her? That's a very big fucking dude. He also has male voice lines.
대응 완료. 뜻을 해금하겠네. 늦으면 EEP가 먼저 갈 거야.
Holy shit! Es flow riders no, does it? And defense is so advanced that she shouldn't consider kill. I don't know. I have genuinely no idea. Guys, I think I might do the dungeon next time. I'm once again falling super asleep. And if the dungeon takes another 1 or 2 hours, I'm so... Like, or is it a no-story dungeon? Like, is it like the last dungeon in Intervallo that just doesn't take long? Or is it like a lot of reading? Because if it's a lot of reading, I might do it again next time. I'm stretching an Intervallo to 3 episodes. That's kind of crazy. Almost a bit criminal. Like an hour or 2. Okay, then I will probably do it next time. It's like 20-45 minutes. I am just feeling insanely tired. I think after this boss, I don't have that much more energy in me. Feel reading speed. Right now faltering. That's why. We can probably start with this. Holy what? EEP? Yeah, the heat is not making me sleep a lot. That's the problem.
최선을 다했다. 말해주시게. 검수망보다.
Thank you very much, Lemon Head, for the subscription on YouTube. Hope you had a good day. If not, the day should get better. Jerry likes AC, right? No, I have a AC running. It's not that problem. It's just I don't do well in heat. This year, just extra bad. I don't know why. I just realized I gave my second Vshojo slot by accident to Kim. Oops.
요원의 시체를 담을 수 있는 바디백이 구비되어 있습니다. 회수의 정확도를 위해 적극 사용해 주십시오.
Damn. Gosh, the fudge felt not so good. I know, I'm not doing that. forcing myself part. I mean, I just am not doing that. Holy what the fuck damage.
에게 치명적인 손상을 입히는 데 성공했습니다. 앞으로의 전투도 이대로만 부탁드리겠습니다.
중앙 본부에서
This is some like real Counter 6 last boss vibes with the Chinny music.
시작할 거야. 언제나 하는 일이지만 항상 꼼꼼하게 하라고. 최선을 다할 거라고.
Woo! Except it's not a MIDI song, of course. I want to lose with this, right? Because it's yes, I want to lose with this, so it must be hopeless. Good. Oops, claim incoming. Yep, no face switch incoming apparently. I set my form alright. Just a little more figuring what you have special treat this minutes, but yeah, it looks like the personal thing that with huge warriors upping in and out right here as soon as you make us an opening. That would be easier if we could get rid of just one of them. We don't seem to be taking on total themselves, so more than usual. Wasn't up against it so much before, not even close. Not mentioned how Elsa and Engdu were here to help us. But shite, haven't they enough? I want to come give up in it. Why don't you get that in the end? The big sword carrying fella just kicking our butts, but I don't know if they are the keys to solving distortion. We ain't exactly flush with option, are we? Our exit's blocked, and ain't going to be time stopped mid-fight to be strategizing. Because of shifting and flashing in an scope, we simply did not have to bring reinforcements to either Protector or Imgyong up, who was swinging that great blade with threatening force. Besides, Engdu, cover back too. It shall be done. There weren't that many at first, but it seemed like the sun's spiking in because noticed across the nest and alert and to our location. Ah, shit. Do you maybe have heat stroke? Maybe. How do I get out of this? First out, just help me out here. Said to stop wrecking my brain, to turn over I know little about, that reliance is possible more experience in the field. There's no need to know if there's any way we can deal with this before Incompetence sending after us. It's nice that it lets you choose Kim S3, but still for doing an early S3 before Ego to guarantee SP on Kim. I don't know what that means. And second, will we can up to try to particularly an anti distortion armor now? If I miss me feeling it's like the first force will be sufficient to cover the strength of enemy reinforcements. Not only is the battlefield trade close proximity to enemy strongholds, there's an unpredictable variable and a strange mechanism that makes utilizing a single unit for enemies difficult. I glad to be the bearer of bad news, but we are trapped on the battlefield without a single exit, which is the enemies are already blocked. Without reinforcement of our own, there's little hope preventing from this current predicament. Yeah, seems the way to me too, but maybe we can use the nourishment phenomenon at the very least. First, we commence entering Dungeon of Fathoms as our exit. Fathoms? But how can I enter if I can't even talk to the so- Wait, maybe? Check up at CE. He says that all of you have this to do is to read on what's on that note in front of the distortion. Apparently it's some kind of code. Right, keywords. Oh my god, he is doing the fucking persona thing. Just be location type distortion, which means what's regarding here is the bright flashes take us. And come to a situation of escape, you're still within its range. In other words, as long as I have the correct keywords, I can summon entrance to Dungeon Fathoms or anywhere within it. Okay, so the key of distortion then. Hohenheim provided us necessary keywords for distortion back then, but this time we have to figure it out on our own. First things first, one of them has to be photographed, so obviously present through the entire phenomenon. Perhaps experience is one of them. Put the 2 cents in every 50 battle for backlights. There's some kind of obsession with experience stating this every tray. Must have auto-revelation what it costs in distortion. I thought some friends needs to be for fantasy for it. Fair enough. Experience a concept of like substance. It must be something more grounded, something that is at all synonymous with experience while maintaining the top through line to its scope technology that was the complex position. Can't experience. Was like anything soused? I did photo, can't guys. Not seem to be just as of yet. I didn't feel it. Are these the kind of photographs they used to make can experiences? Seeing hearts now, seeing distortions looking with the end there, that's true. So the situation mentioning was the word shook the distortion and caused a dripping fate. It's clear enough to process distortion under how many questions could it be? Scraps. Sorry. Oh, I thought we were trying to share what we might have cost them to the start. I'm going to buy you freaks by seeing pieces one after another. I thought this must have been some sort of Zen riddle. Not a Zen riddle, no, there's scraps come from. See, when enjoying the benefits of sticking of work, all kinds of modernities come to possess far more interesting qualities, sometimes revealing secrets invisible to eyes focused elsewhere. Take our personal interest. Onward. He has been poking around this arena of town with an eye-watering experience of camera in town, so conspicuously that every store owner I'd lightly prodded to information had tales to tell about him. Each added another layer to the long saga of one driven man. A man with a can-do attitude and uncanny ability to pull himself up by his own bootstraps and a clear path towards Nest residence, who became so bewitched by photography that he eventually squandered his fortune on what was, in the end, nothing more than a pastime. And that went on until he found himself reduced to pauper barely making rent on the scraps of heat to an apartment. In pursuit of ideality, the man has lost grip of fortune reality. In pursuit of ideality, he has lost grip on reality. That's so crazy. Cold shower and a lot of water and just lay down in the least amount of clothes possible and eat. That won't work for me, so fair enough. Blood drips through the roof when molten temperature got a cold from the when mind builds a wanderlust. Eventually madness is evolved from a form indistinguishable from drunkenness. The pauper lost himself. Though in any other scene has crept beneath the shade of his eye. No, I had seen that look in the past. Though it would be occur to say that I had heard in its voice that echoed the trails disturbing to regret. Perhaps they shouldn't be surprised that the fact that Distortion has, among others, countless people here, particularly interested by Buheda Kim. Full of candy experiment and scraps. Like it's any a piece of the puzzle space before us, momentarily warped, flashed, and opening pathway to Distortion's fathoms. Well done. We'll be right behind you, Executive Manager. Miss Ezra, this is what I had seen. The gateway is the one was for this is it. Neat stuff. Before we could finish, as I wait for the crash back in the battle. Most of the sinners recorded some predicament. Some meant to disengage from the blah. Do you have solid here for run right? Huh, probably. Even though it's ancient ain't like we can be trapped to this pathway and so on and so. Yeah, let's not drive horses even more than I go. I keep them at bay. Probably it came stepped up. My swords are not what it once was, but should be enough for this. Besides, I have little wish to set foot in some ill-omened place and be turned in such a bizarre mess. Is this really what he thinks? There's something in his eyes that me believe he was about more than just staying behind the particular area he was. What the fuck? Eh? What a terrible front. At least try to pretend sincere, to be sincere and miss for each believer. Do you think terrible excuse was going to fly? Do I try to avoid sports anymore? You're not some kind of you're not some kid trying to get out of doing a subvert. Remember hearing that entering into the forest will bring on to the spiritual powers of the source gazing into. And when that last must be my very own, for that there has been nations gazing into. It's tonight then, you're coming with us. We ain't about to walk in blind to place you know shit about, mate. Guide us in there, yeah? Oh, that's... Yep, keeps it simple. You try that too. Learned the hard way that homework, like summer reading, doesn't go away just because you don't look at it. You're still there, even as the summer break comes to an end, grinding the last day of vacation into an all-nighter. Ah, there, Yakushi, scoured, vibrated cheerfully in agree. Stop procrastinating, go do your summer reading. What was I about to say? Trees are not safety cheap. Yay! Yo! Oh! Yes! Oh my fucking god! Oh! 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 Oh, that is amazing! That is amazing! That's fucking holy shit, man! Yo! Yo! I fucking love this. How's the sin safety ego? Not quite! It is up there, the company expect us. Yep. Go on, Junior. You guys too. LCB, I can handle them all on my own. I will make a lone stand. Hey, who's the heck do you think I am? I show our team leader Moses Fence sending a lot of to us guys. Save the pawn, reference the lump come true. This is basically a monster of the week situation for team leader and me back in our duo days. I can handle them on my own, no problem. She is really saying that Distortion Detective was a monster of the week type situation. I really hope they bring that game out. I want to indulge in Distortion Detective games so bad. I guess in the perfection point, but I guess you can never really have it all. I guess you have to trust our own zero team newbies to handle that. Now I think about it, I'm setting a pretty solid example as a team scene, right? I like this, but it seems I have no choice to matter as long as this play card hangs from my chest. Big side, you should join us staying street all the while. I shall take the Vanguard. I'm meant to be one, the edge is floating, take a step over, or you may trip. I can clearly see that thing though, bring me a ladder if you really are worried, why don't you? If you need of one. We're just, you need worry. Oh my god! I cannot figure it out. What was this one time where there's a skill I have? And no, I shall not explain further. I wish I wish he would have just not said anything at all, not even that. Because I don't want to read it now anymore. I don't like body horror. So, and also this is overthinking central. No, you know what? I'm going to delete that. That message is way too spoilery for me. No offense or anything, but that's the kind of messages I don't want. They are way too spoiler heavy. You don't understand how much I'm overthinking them. I mean, I don't understand, Engdu. Is she like a freak yandere type fangirl? Or is she just taking the piss off him because he is so exasperated? It could be both.
배치 성공.
Right?
오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야.
Yeah, but no, I'm in no condition to do this dungeon anymore. It would take too long. For me, I would probably do tomorrow. I don't know. Can I do tomorrow? But tomorrow should be fine, weather-wise. And then it finally gets cool again. 50-50. I don't know. That's the problem, right? Being passive-aggressive. That's not passive-aggressive. That is active-aggressive. Let's be completely honest. It's called general media share, and depending on what you want, we also have the artist role that gives you the pick channels or the NSFW role for the NSFW channels. Kinda damning with this praise. Impressive aggressive props, kinda damning with praise. I mean, not really. He just said, bring me a letter, why don't you? And she said, do you need one? When there's like freakish way that only she does. It's really good, by the way. I figured, but I don't have it yet. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here, as I said. Honorary beer along the Mao. Am I legally blind? Maybe. Do you have to roll? I mean, I don't know if you want that. I don't know who you were on Discord really quick because you have a different name there. Otherwise, I'll just give it to you. I mean, you can always use the general media share, and if it's the wrong channel, I just tell you where it actually is. Anyway, for now, yo, I'm going to go to bed. Sleep well, everyone. I'm wanting to die. I am dying. Thank you forever. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And I'm going to EEP, and the spider's recovering still. But I'll try my best. Good night. Bye bye. Sleep well. And for hugs for all of you. Bye bye.